Yo. What up, YouTube? It's your man Rav, aka the most ravishing, and we back with another installment of what not to say to your match. And today's one comes from Tinder, and man, oh man, like this is just like the definition of thirsty, and there's no real excuse to ever be this way. Like nothing good could come out of it. And what makes this one particularly bad is that, like, the lady, she actually entertained it for a lot longer than what she should have. And I don't know if she was, like, really, like, that interested or wanted to see where it was going, because she didn't respond on the, in the thread that she made. But she actually gave dude, like, quite a couple chances to, like, really, like, fix his behavior. And he just said, fuck it. You know what I mean? So like, let's just get into the message so you can really see for yourself what went wrong here. So as you can read for yourself, like the thirst on this one is just like crazy. Like this is like Pepe Le Pew levels of thirsty. Like, I don't know if y'all remember Pepe, but here he is right here.
Keep your guard up, chérie. Hello, young lover, whoever you are. I am Pepe Le Pew. Everyone should have a hobby, don't you think?
Like, man. But there's so much wrong here, like it's hard to even pick a starting point. But I'm gonna start in a place that's just like a little more subtle, and that's the grammar. So she's in blue and he's in gray. So notice the difference in how she types versus how he types. You know, it's like almost like code switching. Like she's speaking corporate and he's speaking like he in the hood. Like he's speaking like he's writing a drill song. And this is not it. Like this would get your application thrown out the door like before you even get started. Communication is key. So before you get started with your conversation, the first thing that you really want to make note of is how she actually types and how she responds. So if you see her typing like in a way that's like normal, like she's not speaking any type of slang, like she's speaking kind of straightforward, then that's how you want to tailor your message to be. Like you want your font to match hers. Like, you don't want to get disqualified before you even get to spit your game. Like, you don't want her to, like, read this and be like, yo, what is this? Who are you talking to? No. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just, like, a little thing that you can do off rip to ensure your chances of success would be a lot higher. Like, pay attention to how she types. Once you pay attention to how she types, pay attention to how you type, even if that may not be your natural way of typing. I know a lot of us might tend to type how we talk. But when you're dealing with an app and, you know, you're starting to meet people from all over the place, like people from different backgrounds and things of that nature, like that strategy of typing how you talk may not be the most effective strategy. You know, like oftentimes how you say something is just as important as how you type it. You know, like, or vice versa. How you type something is just as important as like what you may actually be saying. So you got to really like keep in mind of like who you're talking to. You know, so like this guy, he don't seem to have no mind of like who he's talking to. So it's automatically like in her mind, red flag off rip. Now for the actual messages, like how long they were talking, I don't really know. Again, she didn't mention anything about it on the original post, but I'm going to assume it's fairly early. Either way, like it's much too early to be saying stuff like, let me see how fine you looking, RN. RN stands for right now, but either way, that's just not what you do. Like, come on, dude. Like, unless you suspect her of like being a catfish, at which point I would say like maybe like try to reverse Google her pics This is just like an absolute no, 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 don't do it. And from the conversations I have on my social media with like my woman friends, it actually seems like it happens a lot. Like it's not like an isolated incident. But if you have any woman in your life that you talk to, that you deal with, and I suggest that every man has like some platonic woman friends. It don't matter even if they fat. Like just have some platonic woman friends that you could talk to. If you ask them their thoughts on asking for pics like right away, particularly on an app, I'm pretty sure they're all gonna tell you don't do it. Do not do it. No, 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 no. That's just one of those things that's an instant red flag. And you might be wondering like why is that an instant red flag? You know, it might just be innocent. You might be really attracted and you just want to see some more of her. But you have to think about it from a woman's point of view for a minute. So you're meeting on a dating app. So what that means is that there are already pictures up there. Now, again, if you don't think those pics are current, you think she might be a catfish, then by all means proceed at your own risk. But if you're confident like this is her and this is who she is, nah, don't do it. So when you ask for like a pic that early in the game, it's an instant red flag for her. Because again, like she already has pics on her profile. Not only that, but this ain't 1995. Like online dating been around for a while now. You know, stuff like Tinder is probably like 15 years old already. And most of these women are not new to this. Most of them are on several apps. So when you ask for that pic, in her mind, she knows that all you're doing is checking the temperature. Even if that's not what you're doing, that's what she's going to think. Because in her mind, once she sends you that first pic, the thing that's coming next is you're going to be asking for nudes. You know, so this is how women like view things like, hey, let me get a pic. Even if you're not asking for the nude off the top. Like this is how they view it. They know that you're checking the temperature. You're trying to see just what you could get away with and what she'll do. And oftentimes, like I said, like this ain't the 90s. Like these women been on these apps for a long time. Women on these apps, if they're attractive, they get thousands of likes. So what that means is like they get all the attention. They deal with every possible thing that you could think of. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know how many conversations might be going on at once, but like just say she got 10 conversations going on at once and she's been doing this for years. She's heard that pick line already 1,000 times. She's already heard, let me get an extra pick, just too many times already for you to be trying it in 2024. And it don't matter how old you are, whether you're on these apps at 21 or whether you're on them at 41. Chances are that the woman that you're talking to has heard it all before. So at the risk of putting yourself in that creep box or that Pepe box, don't do it. Like, that's generally like an instant disqualification. She's just going to be on to the next convo. And the crazy part is, as you can see, that didn't happen here. You know what I mean? Like, she still kept entertaining this dude after that. And he still was just hell-bent on doing things the wrong way. So let's keep looking at these messages. So even if, like, your pick request is legit, like, and you don't really have no ulterior motive, like, you really just want to see some extra pics, you might think she's that fine or whatever, there's still a certain etiquette that you gotta have. Like, you know, you always just want to try to keep it classy. You feel me? And this dude didn't keep it classy. Like, he just kept it real ashy, you know? So for those of you who might want to see, like, an extra pic and not quite sure how you would do it, the thing to do is, like, you could either ask her for her IG, or you could take a pic that she looks really nice in, like where she dressed up, she took her time, got her makeup, got her hair did, and give her a compliment on that pic, outfit, all, and ask her, hey, like, I love you dressed up like this. Whoop, like, can I see some more of you? You know, in this type of outfit. And being that you took the time to acknowledge her look, she will probably be a lot more receptive, because you have to understand that women, particularly when they're dressed up, a lot of time and money often goes into their appearance. So if you take the time and you like acknowledge that, damn, hey, look, you look really nice dressed like this, and I would like to see some more of you, she would probably be a lot more receptive to that than, hey, let me see how fine you looking, RN. Like, that's just not the way to do it, regardless of whatever's going on. So getting back to the messages, you can see that she ignored him on the pick request, but this dude is so goddamn thirsty that I can't even get back to that just yet. Like, in the next 4 sentences, he got about like 25 violations. You know what I mean? Like, by a certain point in your life, you should be texting or at least writing a certain way. But anywho, back to this right here. In sentence number 2, he calls her baby or BB. In sentence number 3, he calls her baby. At this point where they're at, that shouldn't be going on. Like, you shouldn't be giving out no pet names to chicks who haven't earned them. Like, know your worth, know your worth, know your worth. I can't state that enough. Like, what this dude is doing is what the chicks are calling love bombing. So they understand what's going on here. And you got to understand that if the chick is decent looking, any decent looking chick on these apps is going to be used to getting attention. So, like, if you browse these forums, like you listen to the conversations that women are having, they call it love bombing. They're aware of it. They know that it's going on. They know what you're doing. It's not going to work, you know. So now getting back to like the 4th message, he again asks for a picture. Now, she clearly ignores it the first time. So fellas, like, if you ask a woman something or for something and she ignores your request, don't ask again. Like, just don't do it. Just take the L on whatever you wanted and just move along. Like, ask again maybe at a later time when y'all develop more of a relationship or there's more of a comfort level. But don't ask again like right after you just been ignored. Like, that's just a fast way to get unmatched. And like, for whatever reason, she is just not unmatching this dude. Like, so in this case, this girl, she might just actually like the attention. Like, that's my theory. But again, like, if you watch the Bumble video, this dude right here, like, he does something that I spoke about in that video, which is not even paying attention to the conversation. Like, he asks again, like, what are you doing right now? When she clearly told this dude several times that she's working. Then he's like, oh, yeah, I forgot. Like, again, for like some women, that could just be an automatic chop. You know what I mean? So, like, don't put yourself on the chopping block for no reason because you're so thirsty that you can't pay attention, which is what I think is going on here. Like, this dude is just hell-bent on getting what he wants, and he don't see nothing else. So, right here, she tells dude to chill and questions him about how many women is he out here calling baby. But that does not stop this guy, like, not one bit. Don't even slow him down. So, to the point where, like, this dude, like, shit, he just switched languages up. Like, he starts speaking Spanish now. Like, again, don't be this thirsty, like, ever, ever, ever in life. Like, this right here is what gets your picture circulating in the group chats. You feel me? Like, this is what gets you talked about. This is what gets you put on that Summer Jam screen. Like, this is what gets you on Facebook. And this is probably what got this fool in Reddit. Like, just don't do it. Like, the main rule of dating should always be, like, win, lose, or draw, respect yourself. Like, this right here is just like a complete lack of self-respect. And ironically, I think that he probably could have got this chick if he just played it cool. You feel me? Because, like, obviously she entertaining this stupidity, so she clearly wants some attention also. But even if you're dealing with a chick that's starved for attention, it's still a certain attention that she wants. And this clearly is not it, you know? So there's actually like some more messages, but at the end, she ultimately finally tells dude that she's not interested and she's good on meeting him or anything like that. So due to all this goddamn messaging that was unnecessary, that made this video so much longer than what it needed to be. But if you still here rocking with me, I appreciate you. Much love. And do me a favor and show some love in the comments. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And if you need any help on anything, like you stuck on a conversation, yo, feel free to reach out to me. I definitely don't mind helping. You know, peace.